Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is going to be your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and D compartment. I just got off of work just now, so as you can see, just made it over to the storage so we can continue on giving you these tool reviews and tool hauls and things of that nature, okay? And like I always state as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay, so I ain't gonna spend too much time on the introductory. As you can see and as you can already tell, there's some things that I basically got to get out and move around, and we're gonna jump right into it. Okay. Okay, first and foremost, what we're gonna talk about and what I'm gonna demonstrate and show real quick is, some of your bad day tools when you're actually doing work and you receive a particular job, whether it's done by yourself or done by a previous technician, and maybe sometimes the work wasn't even necessarily done at your place of employment, but the vehicle was sent to your shop, especially in certain situations, whether you do tire removal, whether you do certain specific key work in the field. And a lot of times, you may run into stripped or shared off fasteners where it requires all sorts of different types of tap and die sets or extractors and so on and so forth. Okay, what you see up here on the top of the tool cart, as you can see, the item is still in its plastic, and this is a 48 piece rethreading set. This is fractional and metric, as you can see. The part number is RTD 48, okay? And it basically gives you some literature on the front cover as far as the rethreading taps, okay? And it gives you its different dimensional sizes, as you can see here, okay? Then it also gives you the literature and the dimensional sizes for the rethreading dies, okay? The set also comes with thread files, as you can see here, which is US thread pitch and metric thread pitch. Okay. So, you know, out of these two sets that I'm about to demonstrate, okay, um, these sets are rebranded by other companies. These are, testically expensive sets coming from the Snap-on online site, or if you were basically purchasing these sets on the truck, okay. This particular set right here, as you can see, is a 76 piece tap and die set, okay? And the part number is TDM 500A, okay? This set right here, I can't really recall what I paid for it when I did, but I believe this set is roughly slightly underneath $500, just, for this particular set. You do have these sets in smaller kits, okay? Some of the kits come in just metric, and then you have some ASAE kits, okay? Depending upon your applications, when buying the individual kits are quite expensive, okay? And technically, for a fraction of the price of a little bit more, a lot of times it's more beneficial, to basically purchase the whole complete set where that you get metric and ASCE standard at the same time. And that mainly more goes along with a lot of things, just as well as sometimes you may see deals like, or certain particular sets for items just such to say as snap ring pliers, okay? A lot of times it's more feasible for you to actually buy the whole complete set rather than getting half a set, because even in those smaller sets they are quite expensive, okay? And for a fraction of a dollar more, you're technically better off just basically purchasing the whole set where that you get the external and internal, okay, in a complete full set. So I'm gonna get this box open real quick. We're gonna take a look at the contents and dive right into it. Okay, so basically, this is what the set will basically be looking like. Okay, and you have your taps. to each side and dies. Okay, then you have the T handles and adjustments. Okay, so this is basically, you know, what the 76 piece is looking like right here, just to give you a good idea. This rethreading kit right here, I still haven't opened this set because I actually still have this set on my tool build. This is another item that I was thinking about trading back in to my dealer for basically something else that I technically need, because I can pick up this same set for a little bit more cheaper, knowing that the set is rebranded by other makes, you know, and you know it basically can have the same warranty. It's going for a little bit cheaper. When I actually did pick up these sets, I actually needed it when I was performing certain particular work in the shop, but at the moment, as you can see, we're not performing any work, so at the prior moment it's really not needed. You know, I can discard it and get something else that I technically need. Okay, but just to show you real quick again, you know, the part number is RTD 48, and this is a fractional and metric. Okay, and also with the tap and die set, as you can see, the literature that it gives you on top. Okay, and it basically gives you the measurements and the locations of the measurements inside the blow molded case, as you can see right here. As you can see, this is the 76 piece. They also have a set that's higher than this, which is the 170 piece set. Okay, as you can see, and like I said, these are all the different measurements that they basically give you. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get into, you know, some soft grip screwdriver and torque screwdriver sets, some cabin long screwdriver sets, as you can see, that I basically got laid out at the top of the tool cart. Okay, just to give you some part numbers. As you can see over here is a 9-piece soft grip torque screwdriver set, and the part number is SGDTX 90BR. Okay, running from the T8 to T45, as you can see here. Okay, which comes in its blow molded case. Okay, give you a good look at basically, you know, how the set will basically look. Okay, then what you have here is a 6-piece soft grip combination screwdriver set, and the part number is SGDX60BR, as you can see here. Okay, give you another good look at how things basically look. Okay. Okay, moving along, as you can see here, these are your 8-piece soft grip cabinet type screwdrivers. Okay, and the part number is SGDXL80BR. Okay, this set is quite long. Okay, as you can see. All right, we're gonna move along, get through a couple of things. I would like to do a little quick comparison on something, so we're gonna dive right into it. Okay, now what we're gonna take a look at, okay, is a few different options of flip sockets. Okay, from thick wall to thin wall. Okay, over here, as you can see, this is a SAE standard snap-on set. Okay, and the part number is 2003LN. Okay, you have your 3/4 and 3/16, which is the 19 and 21 millimeter. As you can see, these are flip sockets, and they come with a 1/2 inch drive adapter for them. Okay, then move along over here to this side, which is our most standing lug nut patterns, is a set of Tecton. Okay, these are 1/2 inch drive, 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, and 21 millimeter. Okay, as you can see here in the center, this is a Stillman Pro thin wall. Okay, flip socket. This is 19 millimeter and 21 millimeter. As you can see here is one of my most commonly used, before I actually picked up the snap-on. You can see, testically how much wear that I actually have on it. And these are gray pneumatic. Okay, product is made in Taiwan. I fairly put these, through the motions a lot. I have more than a few sets. Okay, and then as you can see here, the length difference of the 1/2 inch drive deep well socket, which is also gray pneumatic. Okay, this is a 7/8. As you can see, this is gray pneumatic, made in Taiwan. Okay, and basically what you see over here is a 6-point metric 1/2 inch drive Milwaukee lug nut socket set, ranging from 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, and 21 millimeter. This is of the Shockwave Impact Duty set, okay, which has its slip nylons. Basically, the nylons is to protect the rims, and as you can see towards the inside, it has like a plastic capping that protects the lug nuts. Okay, these nylons do slip off. Okay, so to give you an idea of how that would look, just give me a second. Okay, so with the nylons, it makes the walls thicker because this part is used to protect the rims with and then once you take them off, as you can see, it's a thin wall socket, but this is a 6-point metric. Okay, and 1/2 inch drive. Um, and quite a few videos I have explained, in Milwaukee sets, when it comes to impact socket sets. Over here in the United States, they do distribute in the thin wall impacts 1/4 inch metric, but their 3/8 drive and 1/2 inch drive are ASCE standards. The metric sizes in 3/8 drive and 1/2 inch drive do exist. They just do not distribute them here in the United States. If you are capable of getting them, you would have to find authorized dealer or distributor overseas. Okay, if they're willing to ship to you, because this particular set here, they don't distribute here in the United States. This set right here was sent to me from Australia. Okay, so just to take a good look at that, and like I said, how the nylon slip off, as you can see. So therefore, this is a thin wall set. Okay. Okay, as you can see that I have some of the sockets side by side. We want to take a look, you know, at the thickness between the thin walls. When you take a look at these thin walls here, testically compared to the Tectons, okay, they basically roughly look about the same. Now, this is a 17 millimeter here, but when you do move into a higher size, which is the 21 millimeter, the walls actually look a whole lot much more thicker. As you can see on the end, that is a snap-on right there, and the comparison basically seems similar. But if you notice on the snap-on, and at its points and its corners, where it tends to seem like it would grip more against the fastener. Okay, these Tectons do work very well. I like the plate fitment to them. As you can see, I've been using these Tectons for quite a while, so it's not like new to these sets or whatever the case might be. I actually have these in 1/2 inch drive, deep and shallow, and I have the 3/8 drive in deep and shallow. So, I do put them to the use, as you can see. Okay. And just to give a little comparison to some of them and how they basically look. As you can see, the gray pneumatic walls are very thin. Like I said, this was one of my most used flip sockets. Okay, until I actually picked up the snap-on set, which I haven't got an opportunity to put to use at the prior moment, because I do use the Tectons heavily, okay, on my pneumatics and my cordless. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because I got some things to do. I'll get back to it tomorrow and we'll jump back into it and finish things off. Everybody enjoy your rest of your evening out there. Let it be a blessing, safe one as always. Peace.